Son 13 minutos. Está relativamente bien. Lo podemos acelerar un poquito si queréis. ¿Lo vemos? ¿Vemos el garaje que tiene mi nuevo amigo Charlie? Este tío maneja, tío. Este tío maneja, tío. Esto es que no tendrá ni muchos vídeos. A lo mejor un canal nuevo, porque tiene pocos suscriptores. Pues tiene vídeos. Tiene un montón de vídeos. Pues me extraña que tenga tan pocos suscriptores. Venga, dices que sí. Víctor dice que sí. Vamos a verlo. Si eso lo podemos acelerar un poquito. Esperaros. A ver. Bueno, anuncios. Bueno, no se puede acelerar los anuncios. Lo ponemos un poquito más acelerado y así se nos... Vale, traductor. A ver si nos sale en español. A ver. A ver. Espérate, traductor. Hay que ponerlo en español. Español de España. Español de Andalucía. Nos tenían que especificar aquí. Y vamos a acelerarlo un poquito. Venga. Velocidad. Vamos a ponerlo a 1.5. Charlie, discúlpame si ves este vídeo.
Hey, thanks for tuning into my channel. We're going to be hitting on a lot of cool bikes that I have over the last
Bueno, pero este tío, ¿dónde ha salido? Este tío, ¿de dónde ha salido? Mira. Mira, es surfero también. Pero este tío...
collecting motocross bikes. We also have a couple race cars
Tía
that we'll also
puta.
be doing videos on. And,
Mira, nueva, con la etiqueta, con la de esta colgando la Suzuki.
So I think you guys will appreciate the videos, and I hope you guys follow and let me know in the comments if you want me to hit on certain bikes or any questions you have on bikes. We'll just give you a peruse through all the bikes in collection right now today, and then each week we'll try and drop a bike a week, so you could tag along and follow us.
Este tío me ha dejado todo loco, yo no conocía a este tío, Charlie Ferrer.
Some of the bikes here we have KX500. This is one of my personal bikes I ride. The other bikes I usually don't ride. There's only 10 or 11
Espera, no lo voy a acelerar tanto, lo voy a quitar, que está 1.5, lo voy a poner. Me entran ganas de dejarlo normal, Estos vídeos hay que disfrutarlos. Mira dónde hemos parado, tú mira la Cagua 500, tío. Una Cagua, tiene pinta de 2008, tiene pinta de la última, no la veo bien, pero... Hay perfectamente 1 millón en moto, pues probablemente, porque nada más lo poco que se ve... Y los coches que hay por ahí en fondo, pues hay dinero, un par de chat serán réplicas, ¿no? No, ojo, espérate. Espera. La IZ es en realidad una de sus viejas motos personales. O sea, esta es la... No es una réplica que obtuve de ellos hasta... O sea, es la IZ 2.5 de Chad Reed. Pero este tío... Me cago en la madre. Del 82, tío, del año que yo nací. 82.
Esta
es una réplica de todo.
Kawasaki built him a KX250 and they did a killer job on it.
Yo lo he visto unas pocas veces.
I was fortunate to get a replica of that bike. This is Ricky Carmichael's practice bike as well. It's pretty cool when I...
Es la bicicleta, la moto de entreno de Carmichael.
I bought it. One of my friends, Paul Tracy, knows Ricky Carmichael, and Ricky did a personal video thanking me for buying the bike and stuff, so that was pretty cool. 80 RM250. I have an 81, 82
del 80 de una RM,
RM465s. I'll probably be selling that bike eventually because I really don't need to, and I need a little bit more space in this garage. You can't tell already. You'll be able to tell over the next few videos that I'm a big CR fan. Anything from 76 on, I pretty much have. This one's pretty special. That's an 81. It's rare. It's probably one of the worst CRs that Honda has built, but I just don't see too many of them, so it was a must-have for the collection. Funny story, when we hit on the CR480s, and give you a breakdown, I actually bought 3 of these bikes, and one of my friends, Curtis, actually fully redid his bike that he bought from me, and he'll be racing it as well. And the other bike, I'm like, screw it, I might as well have a backup bike, so I built 2 bikes.
Con Electron. Estas que están preparadas a competir, está diciendo que va a competir un amigo suyo.
So Paul's been great if you ever need somebody to, if you don't have time and need somebody to help you rebuild. But I race this bike, and it's called GP3 class. It's an 81 to 83 class, non-disc brake class, obviously. And I race open, and it's been an amazing bike. When we go through that video, I'll tell you the pros and cons and sort of how you really need to set up the bike to race it. This is a 250, 83, and then this is an 83, bonita, tío, 250 that I race as well. So in the open class, I could race obviously the 250 or 480. So depending on the track, that'll determine which bike. The 480 is definitely a lot more fun.
Madre mía, tío.
You just gotta be low to mid gear when you're racing it because it has like 0 top end. But still, if you know how to ride it, you'll be fast on it. Let's see, locura, 85 CR125, 86 CR250. And these two cool bikes, I race these as well. This is in D1 class, so front disc only. I think it's like 84 to 86 in that class, a cool Evo class. Probably one of the funnest classes to race if you're still wanting to race as much of a modern bike as you can. The 500 and 250, again, it's open class, so I could choose per track which bike I want to race. And the 500 is just an absolute blast to ride. A lot of people are always like, you know, 500 is just like too much, or 450 is too much. Why are everybody racing those bikes? Or so many even pros are like, you know, why race 450? We should all be on 350s or 250s. But that's the thing. If it sort of scares you, or if it's too much, that's what I am sort of attracted to. So with the 500, since you have to pay so much more attention and be really precise with what you're doing with throttle control and stuff like that, that's what makes that bike so much fun to ride. You really have to know what you're doing on the bike so you don't kill yourself. But the bike is a blast to ride. The 250 is a blast too, because you could just wind it out and it's just, you could beat on it. It's just an absolutely amazing bike. So we'll be following us on the bikes and races and all that fun stuff for 2022 season, which starts in January. So I'm a little out of shape, by the way, right now. I had a fusion for my L5. If you guys want, I'll even do a video on that, of my experience for 2017.
Mamma mía, lo que tiene este tío ahí.
And then now I just did an L5 fusion, so a little skinny compared to some of my older videos, if you watch some of my older videos. But we'll touch on that. I'm feeling really good. No more sciatic nerve pain. No more numbness in my feet. One of my last races, actually, this past year.
Me pasa un poco.
So that was when the time when I knew I had a 50. I'll actually be. This is a 79 or 80 YZ250. I'll actually be selling this. So I'll do a video on this bike as well. I rode this last summer, and it's been here ever since. The suspension wasn't that great. Instead of rebuilding the whole bike, I just want to keep it more as original as possible. So great bike. We have an 89 CR500, all original tires. I think somebody told me the sprocket wasn't original.
Hasta con los neumáticos originales,
bike. So killer bike. This bike, we bought it was all black, like a sand dune bike. And literally
la compraron, mira el depósito grande de las dunas, lo que tienen aquí.
All the plastic and tank and everything. It was an absolute mess.
Guay, esas están.
But Paul again with PGG builds helped me tear it all down.
Pero ya digo yo que nuestro amigo Charlie no tiene pinta de que se manche mucho las manos, enredando. Tiene pinta de tener muy buenos contactos y que le diga tú, esto sí y esto asado.
Ryan at Factory Edge rebuilt the full motor.
Creo, no sé, yo me equivoco.
Brand new now. It's probably too nice to ride. So I have a 97 CR500 that's supposed to be here, but Ryan's going through that motor for me, so it's ready for January.
Lo ves, Ryan está revisando el motor para mí.
So again, I only have about 10 bikes I ride. This bike's just going to be a showpiece because it came out too perfect. So keeping on the bikes.
Yo de coches no entiendo, pero eso me suena a esos que se ven ahí a mucho coche.
Kill himself. Oh, a couple motors here. We can go through these in another video.
Honda 2.5, Honda 500.
CR500 motor, CR250 motor, fully redone. They're on a couple bike builds that we're doing. This bike here, Johnny from the Ride Shop built. You might have seen it. I think Dirt Rider magazine did a video
Bueno,
on a
500.
YouTube video. That's pretty cool.
Moto de
I
Cagua,
was blessed
500.
enough to pick this up last summer.
Moto de Cagua.
It's a KX500 motor in a KTM chassis, and it's a blast to ride. It feels heavier than the 450, but again, it's one of those bikes that's just like hard to ride, so it's more fun to ride, if that makes sense. But I can't wait to ride this. When I got it, I only had it for like a month or two before I had back surgery, so this is definitely going to be a bike that I take to Glen Helen. I think it's going to be a killer bike for that track. But they just did a marvelous job on it. The suspension's on point. Just super pumped on that bike. This is my 2020 and a half factory edition 450. Probably for all the modern bikes, this is the most fun to ride. Over the 350.
Hay que monetizarla. Buenas noches, Salva. Hay que monetizarle a Charlie. Ya. Lo justo. Hay que monetizarle lo justo, que ya tiene muchos billetes.
You could get yourself out of trouble by just twisting the throttle. But again, totally different beast than the two strokes. And another cool video we're going to do too, we're going to compare in lap time, same day, same track, same conditions, and do lap times against like an 83 480 against an 86 500, and then do like a 97 CR 500 against the 2020 half KTM 450, and maybe even do lap times against these two, just to see like, hey, which is truly faster with the 500 motor, 2-stroke, 4-stroke. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be an awesome video. I'm actually curious to see which is faster. I can't tell when I'm riding them because they're just two completely different bikes and how you handle the turns and stuff. This bike's pretty cool too. It's a 300 2-stroke. I built this for Amber Racing. I did my first Amber race in 2021 and got 4th. I'm a green plate guy, so obviously I'm not a super fast racer yet.
Lo que yo decía, lo dice, esta la construyó no sé quién, no sé
I actually like riding it on the motocross.
No sabes mucha herramienta por ahí, por el taller de Charlie. Se ve lo justito, ¿no?
Did all the suspension work out of Marietta. Those guys are the gurus of KTM
envidia sana, que envidia
I
sana.
can't say enough about Jeremy and Sonic and those guys. So killer bikes. I get all my bikes from AEO, by the way, for KTM. They've totally hooked me up. This is a pretty cool bike, Supermoto, that we made street legal. One of my friends actually had this bike and never rode it, so I think I have like 12 hours on it or something. So super cool build. Just bought this from Bring a Trailer. You gotta love it. They only made like 5 or 6 of these cars. It's a Z28R 2015.
Como 5 o 6.
We'll be racing this car. We'll be tracking and dialing in this car. So
o sea, solo han hecho ese coche como 5 o 6 ha dicho y va a estar compitiendo y no sé qué. Y yo, este tío.
Be a fun one to actually follow up for us.
Charlie, adóptame.
You're a car guy. Super excited to get this on the track. We're just waiting for tires, and we'll be bringing this out on the track in a couple weeks, and then we'll be racing this next year. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty fun. And then this car is street legal.
Yo hago un vídeo de un Turk Garage y me dura el vídeo 5 minutos. Esto es mi esto, venga, hasta luego, suscribiros.
All out, no expense spares. When we bought it, it wasn't running perfectly, so we literally had to put a full Motec in it, and now it drives like a dream.
Ya digo que no entiendo de coches, pero eso tiene pinta de muy caro. Y el otro se ha dicho que solo hicieron 5 o 6, tiene que ser carísimo por la exclusividad, vamos, entiendo.
I can drive it to and from the track. So we'll be doing a cool video on this. And then I'm also going to probably compare what a street legal souped up car could do compares to a race car, since they're within 2 years apart of each other. So it'd be cool to see lap times. This one's running about 670 wheel horsepower. That one's running.
¡Hombre, Nano! Nano, muchas gracias por la suscripción. Desde ahora, al que se suscriba, entra en el selecto club de los pilotos domingueros. Así que bienvenido al club de pilotos domingueros. Ya, Rafa, pero yo estoy corriendo y soy un crack. Ya te llegará la hora de dominguero, no te preocupes. Gracias por la suscripción, Nano. Como tú y yo hablamos por WhatsApp, ya te pido la dirección.
So probably, I'm assuming about 450 wheel horsepower. So it should be pretty cool to see the difference. This is 3,600 pounds. That's about 3,400 pounds with fuel, both with fuel.
Acaba de entrar en el selecto club de los pilotos domingueros.
My buddy Chad at the Motobox builds these vans. He's out of Peoria.
Y yo, si es que tiene ahí un furgoneto, pero fijaros, tío, las casas.
Work my ass off running 2 companies. So I don't have time to be...
Mira, escucha, que está diciendo aquí hasta de lo que trabaja, mira. Muchos amigos construyen sus propias camionetas. O sea, que es que están camperizando, la entiendo, o algo. Estoy trabajando duro dirigiendo dos compañías, dos empresas, así que no tengo tiempo para construir camionetas, desafortunadamente, así que tengo la bendición de poder pagarle a alguien para que lo haga. ¡Qué cabrón! Esta lo sigo yo en Instagram, no me acuerdo el nombre de la empresa, pero lo sigo, me suena el logo.
I can fit 3 bikes in here, 2 forward, 1 back.
Puede meter 3 motos.
Usually a fun bike to ride, like one of the 2 strokes, and then one of the 450 race bikes or something. But we will be getting an Outlaw, like a 29J, to take to the racetracks just for race weekends to sleep there and all that fun stuff. And I'll do a thorough review on this build because it was a pretty cool build. You know, we have air in it, microwave, refrigerator, you can sleep in it, 34-inch TV, Xbox, so pretty cool. But thanks for following me today, and stay tuned for our future videos that we'll put up. We're gonna try and put up 1 video a week for you, and touch bases on all the cars, bikes, and, you know, going out on the track. So stay tuned. Hey, I'm Charlie. Thanks for...
Madre mía, madre mía. Esto es que le he dado a verlo otra vez, ¿no? Madre mía. ¿Dónde se ha escapado ese tío? ¿Dónde se ha escapado? Charlie. Adóptame. Adóptame, tío. Lo que tiene ese tío ahí, ¿eh? Lo que tiene ese tío ahí. Me cago en la madre que parió. De locos, tío. De locos, de locos. Nano, lo dicho. Como tú y yo hablamos, te pediré la dirección. Ya sé que me la diste una vez para lo que te mandé, pero tardo menos en que me la vuelva a mandar que en buscarla. Y te la mandaré a tu casa. Te la mandaré a tu casa. Que por si hay alguien que no eso, como estoy diciendo, los que se suscriban, tienes pegatinita de regalo. Tengo todas estas hasta que se acaben. Demasiado optimista soy yo. Muchas pegatinas. Tantas suscripciones no va a haber.